Welcome to my attempt to solve the practice evaluation for PHP medium difficulty. So I've got the practice question here. I need to create a PHP template in my htdocs directory and name it php midi.php. So let me start my timer. And so I need to go to my IntelliJ IDEA, create a new file, php midi.php. Go back and I need to copy this code into that, and since that looks awfully small, let me try make it a little larger so you can actually see what's going on. So save that. I need to ensure that my Apache web server is running, and it is. Okay, so now let's see if I can view this file or this web page. Localhost /ICS 215 F14, because that's the directory where I put all my 215 stuff, and then it's php medi.php. And it's being served up, so the PHP code is being executed on the server and is being presented as HTML to me. And since I haven't done anything, nothing's happening. So let's go look at the problem. I need to write a PHP script to read in the data from this URL and process the data and validate the data to see that they're valid phone numbers, and then print out only the valid phone numbers, ignoring the invalid ones. So let's find out. PHP, how would we read line or open URL? It opens a file or URL into PHP. So the fopen command, which is built into PHP 5, will open a string, a file name, give it a mode, and it'll open a file handler. So if we scroll down to look at some of the examples, we see we can open a URL. So let's copy that, put it into my PHP, and then we just echo or print our raw handle to see if we got it, and we're going to need to change the URL from example.com to the data file. Save it, go back, reload the page, and we see that we printed out a resource ID number 3. So we got the data from this URL, and it's now a file handle. So how do we read the contents of a file? PHP read lines from file into array. How about that? That's good. We want to read the file into array, because then we can loop over the array. Great. The file command actually does that for us, and it takes a string, which is perfect. And oh, even better, here's a great example. So let's try this here. So again, we don't want that URL. We want this URL. Saved it. Reload the page. Oh, beautiful. Now I don't need this first one, so let's get rid of that. Try it again. Excellent. We can see that there are 6 lines of data, actually 7 lines of data, and their phone numbers. Or most of them are phone numbers. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. So now we need to take these strings and match them against the phone number. So let's again ask Google PHP match regex. Oops. Oh, let's see what this preg match is. So takes a pattern, a subject, and potentially matches. Let's look at the example. Subject, pattern, matches, and then we do a print R on the matches. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So out here, I want to have a pattern, which is my regular expression that I'm trying to match. So it starts the line, ends the line, and then we're gonna have to actually work on it, and then we want to call the preg match command inside, and then we want to print the matches to see what matched. So now let's build our regular expression. So it's an optional 1-digit country code, optionally, a space or a dash. Again, that's optional. If we look at our numbers, if we don't have the leading 1, we don't have a leading space. And then it's a optional area code with optional parentheses, so we need to escape the open paren, optional 3 digits, optional close paren, again we had to escape it, optional a space or a dash, optional, which would get us down to here hopefully, 3 digits, 3, a space or a dash, digits 4, digits 4, and then the end of line. So let's save that. We'll loop through there, printing that. So we have a BR, let's echo BR, just so that after the matches, we have a blank line. Again, we have to echo HTML in our PHP so that there is a BR right here. Respect element. There it is. Here's our BR that we put in there, in that echo right here. And we'll even just copy that. We'll put a slash in just for jollies. And then let's reload the page. Subject is undefined on line 46. Line 46, subject. Oh, that's not what I want to match. I want to match against the line. Let's reload that. Okay, so we can see that we got a match. We have a match. There's no match. There's an array, but the size is 0. But we want it to match that. So we need to figure a way to, oh, we didn't match that one either. So we need to get all of this stuff to be optional. So let's just wrap all of that stuff and then say that's optional. what we do. And we have an array. We have an array, but we have an array of size 0 and an array of size 0. So now we just want to see if matches has a length greater than 0. So back to magic. Length of array. Count all the elements in an array. Excellent. There's a count method that returns the size or the length of things. So we would say here len equals count of matches. Now if len is greater than 0, we have a match. We want to echo the line. Again, we're going to, because it's HTML end, we add our break. Okay, so now I don't need this anymore. Let's get rid of that. I don't need to print that out. I don't need that. So if there is no match, we're not going to show the line at all. Save it, run it by reloading the page, and we have matched all the valid phone numbers, skipping the 2 that are invalid. So that is the solution to this particular problem. You can see that we've got HTML. It's not gorgeous HTML, but it does work. Thank you very much for watching this example. Good luck on the quizzes.